That previous slide, I have had to hold back tears when she texted me about when her pinning was, and she asked my older bio daughter to look at her resume, and she said, I want to make sure that it looks good, and I can't because I'm going to start crying. Okay, so let me show you what Deb is going to do today. She started it, and I will show you the rest. My sister, Deb, had to...
Isn't it a wonderful name? It is. It's the best. Wonderful.
She
all week
put up these lights and was going to do something with them, but she can't turn them on.
Wait, the only
light in the room.
Okay, it's dark. Imagine you're dark. Rob, let me turn on the light. There is no wire in the wall, so we cannot hardwire it. So we're going to do the very next thing is we're going to do a lamp cord, put a plug on it, and then we're actually going to put a switch on it. And it's so easy. Anybody can do it.
So she's going to do this, and then we'll show you the whole thing on this one and the switch. And then we are going to go to another shopping extravaganza, antiques. Day after day.
Hold on, jank it up.
Baby, make it soon. I give my love to... Now we're waiting on Rob and Deb, but do you remember when we went to see the Dixie Chicks? We bought tickets and we thought the Dixie Chicks were the main event, yes. But they weren't. Do you even know who?
No.
Was it Keith Urban?
No.
So my sister and I were out. It was only my sister and I went with only her. And we were out standing in line waiting to get a beer.
I think it was somebody
George
else.
Strait.
And if it were George Strait, what were we thinking?
We only went to see the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah.
And so we thought they were the second act, the main act. We started hearing this song play and we're standing in line. We're like, we're missing it. I mean, we took off running, got in, and there was like no one in there. We were clear up the front. She doesn't, but you just keep holding on. There's your trouble. Anyways, we were clear up at the front because not many people were there for just them.
Oh yeah.
As soon as they were done, the main act came. We didn't even know who he was, but it was someone like really... It was either like Keith Urban, George Strait. What's that other young guy? Somebody really popular. We got in our car and went around to every single hotel to stop their bus. Does anyone remember the Dixie Chicks coming to Fort Wayne with another guy? If you do, I'm going to put a box here because we're trying to figure it out. And I know some of you knew. It probably would have been in 2000, 2001. I shared a collage of tummy control bathing suits and you guys loved it. I'm going to put the link here to all of them and I'll put the little picture here too. Remember this song? What does this remind you of?
Roller skating.
The roller rink.
Decatur.
And the roller rink. Now hold on, I gotta tell you when the chorus comes on. And then you would go twice on with your skates.
Oh,
remember? Oh my darling, not 3 times on the same. I wanted those pom-poms. I wanted to buy they had a little glass case of goodies for your skates. Do you remember that?
That's where they were.
You could buy those pom-poms, and I always wanted them to put on my rented skates.
I always went for the Jolly Ranchers and for the snow cones.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
I don't remember.
Oh, that was the break time. We would sit and have because we were hot and sweaty.
You were not one of those that could skate like that, were you?
Oh, absolutely. Let me back it up. I'd go, oh, I mean, that was like the best part, right? So we get up,
Suicide.
there we go. Come off, you're all sweaty, you're like, give me a suicide.
Do you guys know what a suicide
And it
is?
was like,
It's
Coke,
all of the
Orange, Sunkist, 7-Up.
all of
Dr.
them
Pepper,
together.
All of it, all in one grip, and it was like the most refreshing thing.
Yes. Guitar. That was just on. It sounds so sweet to me. English. And
just jump
I
to the
can
chorus.
hardly hear. La da 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 dum. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 baby. I have some videos that I'm going to share of us shopping and tell you where we went. But first, before we started our shopping excursions, we went for lunch. On a scale of 1 to 10, we got seated. And it took her how long? 20 minutes to come over to ask what we wanted to drink.
And the table was
We got water and the table was dirty. And they sat us at a dirty table. There was no one in there. Let's all say what experience we thought it was. 10 being good, 1 being bad. 1, 2, 3. 1. Asked if they could come over and wipe off their table, and the waitress scooped it all up and wiped on Rob's lap. He just said he forgot that part, so he changes his answer to it too. The girl came over and brought our water, and she said, okay, I'm just going to tell you that I'm just doing this really quick, but so-and-so is going to be your waitress, and it's her first day, and it's my first day, and it's the cook's first day. Actually sat and debated whether we should just leave, but then they'd already brought our water, and we just thought, okay, we're just going to deal with this. The girl came over, the bartender who is also waitressing, remember? That was her first day, wasn't it?
Yep.
Bartender was waitressing her first day.
Call-ins, no show.
With 2 call-ins. She said 2 people called in and no-showed, so it looks like this is what you're going to get. We're like, we placed our order. I, of course, got gluten-free. It says GF right beside what I got. And we sat and waited 45 minutes. Was it 45 minutes after that to get our food? So we waited 20 to get our water, 45 minutes to get food.
And she got
And
hers
then-
20, no, we 30 minutes.
Deb
She
only
got
waited
hers.
30 minutes for hers.
I got hers.
Yeah.
There was no fries.
I forgot. Deb only got
No coleslaw.
the meat. No cole, just the meat.
fries.
No fries, no nothing. So she got that, done eating her meat. We're all sitting there,
Still waiting for our
still waiting. They bring out the rest of ours.
partials.
Put my partials. Put my gluten-free chicken dish in front of me with French fry or fried onion rings with breading smeared
Dripping.
all over the top.
And your broccoli was still in the bag.
And my broccoli was in a plastic bag. Rob is now saying that he might be almost at 1.
Yeah.
So he forgot about all of this. So I said, this was marked gluten-free. I can't imagine that the onion rings that are scattered all over the top of this are gluten-free. She says, oh, geez, let me go look. She came back. She said, no, those aren't. So I didn't get to eat my meat. Finally, all of our meal came, and they brought us the full bill. And I was just going to go pay it. And my sister's like, I'm talking to her. I'm going to say, now, at least you could take off my meal that I couldn't even eat. Like I had a few French fries because the onion rings were all piled over onto my French fries, and I ate my broccoli in a bag. When the waitress brought that, my sister said, Rob, will you do the talking? So Rob said, excuse me, but do you have a manager here? And she said, yes, let me go get her. The manager walked up and Rob said, you know, I think the least you could do was not charge us for her meal because she couldn't even eat it. And the manager said, I'm sorry, this is my first day. This is really pretty. Where? Oh yeah, it's not tall enough. She just said there was one over here. These? I have my collection of these. You guys know that. That's 32 and that's 24. Those are excellent prices.
And then if you're not paying attention, you can go.
This is cool. These are so dang cool.
Well, look at these big lights like that. Like you don't see them that big.
Right.
Like just, I mean,
This
that's just,
this place is the
Those
coolest.
bottles are.
We have never seen, this is an old, what they don't call them refrigerator, but what did they used to call them? Icebox.
Yeah, icebox.
I have never seen one with 4 doors.
This big, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at this. I bet this was probably like in an attorney's office
doctor's office.
because, or doctor's office. Look how big it is. It's like 1, 2, 3, 6, 4 drawer.
And look at their number, 31.
Yeah.
32.
I love these. They're 65, 70, no, yeah, 65, 75, and 85. These are so cute. A whole entire basket full. So all that I've shown you before was the main level. We're now on the upstairs, and I think there's a basement too.
So the ones you looked at downstairs?
Yes.
But the ones downstairs have a wire
Yeah.
inside.
We're still having our hopes out for a really cool fireplace mantle. If you find one, yell Marco.
Yeah.
I cannot get over this place. This is another level. We've already done 3. The main,
2.
and then we just came up another set of steps.
Oh, well, I'm at upstairs.
Look at all these books.
Cash card or check?
And all of these.
You got a tax ID number?
Bunny, 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 you're so funny with your twitching.
Okay, I'm gonna name 5 things that we're supposed to remember.
We're testing our our brain.
Yes. So it's light, dog, table, window, and floor. Okay?
Light, dog, table, window, and floor.
In 10 minutes, we're gonna come back and see if we
Oh shit! I will not remember.
You're picking them up here or here?
under between his under his tail. Okay. And then under in the like
This is my life.
like
Alarm just went off. We have to remember the words.
Okay.
We have
But
to
how
write
are we
them
gonna
down.
Do this?
Do we?
Yeah,
Are we going to write it down?
Yeah, let's write it down.
I'm going to fail. I already know this.
Yes.
Okay, so we each gave each other the answers.
Okay.
Poor Deb has some stoopy girls.
Okay. So light.
Whose do you have? wait. She's like,
I can't keep up with the errors on mine.
is there any synonyms? Are they close?
Everyone knew.
Everyone got him right.
And most of those.
My beautiful bride got 2 right.
Aww.
And everybody else got 5.
And we were worried about Deb.
I
How are
am
you
the
gonna explain
oldest.
this?
I am the oldest by 2.5 years. So let's take that into consideration.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
The next closest person is 2.5 years younger than
yes.
Me. 8s are wild, folks. 8s are wild, and it's anyone's game.